Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this final recap for the night. We're here to talk about Game 2 of this Nlds series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs, and the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Cubs 7-3. So they win and take a 2-0 lead against the Cubs. They had a 3-run home run in the first inning. Guess what they did after that? They never scored again. They had a 3-run home run in the first inning. They get a good 3-0 lead, a 440-foot moonshot by Seiya Suzuki. And after that, they outscored 7-0. The Brewers had a 3-run home run in the bottom of the inning. Chota! Gives up the 3-run homer in the bottom of the inning. The home run ball has been a problem for him, and it was a problem in that first inning. And, well, really, tonight it was a problem. Gave up 2 homers, I believe. They're the first team in MLB history to hit a 3-run home run or grand slam in the first inning, but not score again after that and lose the game. The Brewers used 7 pitchers in all, and they got a pair of 3-run home runs from Andrew Vaughn and Zach Centurio. Wasn't sure if he was going to play tonight, but he ended up playing and hit a 3-run homer, so safe to say he's healthy. To down the Cubs in Game 2, it's a 2-0 lead as it shifts to Wrigley Field. The Cubs get a lead in the playoffs in these 2 games. These first 2 games of DS, and they've got crushed after that. They're just getting their asses whooped. This team just isn't good enough. The Brewers have their number, and also they just aren't good enough. The Milwaukee Brewers are dominating Chicago Cubs in every single facet right now. And Jacob Misiorowski and Jackson Trio, who were the top two prospects in the Brewers system and councils last year in Milwaukee, but arguably with the 2 biggest hands in beating the Cubs tonight. The Cubs' offensive approach, if you can even call it that, for the final 4 or 5 innings was the absolute opposite of everything Merv the Brewers have preached this season. And they've scored 3 or fewer runs in 13 straight playoff games, the longest streak in MLB history. I mean, that's just awful. And let's talk about Jota! You suck tonight. Oh my lord. What happened? What happened to you, sir? 2.2 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He ruined the game. Gives up a 3-run homer. Obviously, there's frustration within himself. But here's the Cubs' accomplishments today. An error, runs scored, but you give up homers, and then only 2.2 innings from Shota. He just has such a home run problem. Look, obviously this series isn't over yet, but Milwaukee's going to win it. But Jade really screwed up doing the bare minimum at the deadline with Steele out, Horton injured, and even Noggin. Boy, I feel like I've run out of gas. When Jameson Tyler's your steady hand in the postseason, that's not great. But the offensive approach sucked in the final few innings. All they got was that 3-run homer, and that was it. But yeah, 5 hits, 4 earned runs from Shota. Just the home run issues plague him again. For the Brewers, Aaron Ashby, 1.2 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout for Aaron Ashby. He gives up a 3-run homer. Whatever the role, I thought this was going to be a Quinn Priester start until they announced Aaron Ashby was the starter, and he gives up that 3-run homer in the first inning. They used 7 pitchers out of their bullpen. Misiorowski pitched 3 innings of scoreless relief. So let's go over these damn bullpens here. Nick Mears, 0.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Jacob Misiorowski, 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for Misiorowski. He brought the damn heat in his postseason debut. He threw 31 pitches, 100+ miles per hour tonight. He even touched 104.3, and all in 3 innings. So great job by him out of the damn bullpen to give you some 3 good innings of relief. Chad Patrick then out of the bullpen, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Jared Cohen, 1.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Trevor Megill, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And then Abner Uribe, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. So after that 3-run homer, a great job by the Cubs. The Brewers bullpen, the rest of the game only giving up 1 total hit and striking out 10 batters. That damn bullpen after Ashby exited struck out a total of 10 batters tonight. For the Cubs, Palencia, 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He gives up a 3-run homer to Jackson Churio. Then you go to Drew Pomeranz, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout on Colin Ray. 3.1 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. They gave up 4 hits and 2 walks, but he didn't give up any runs through 3 shutty. If only he was the guy that had the starting experience. 3, I guess, scoreless innings. I wouldn't say that effective, but maybe he should have started. I don't know. But yeah, those were the bullpens. Let's go to the Brewers lineup here. Jackson Churio, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs and a homer. Turang was 0 for 4. Contreras, 2 for 4, 1 RBI with a solo homer. Yelich, 3 for 4. King Vaughn, 1 for 3, a walk, 3 RBIs with a 3-run homer. The Cubs hit 2 3-run homers and a solo homer tonight. Fralick, 0 for 3 and a walk. Durbin, 0 for 3. Perkins, 1 for 4. And Ortiz was 2 for 4 and a run scored. For the Cubs, Justin Turner, 1 for 2. Horner, 2 for 4. Suzuki, 1 for 3, a walk, 3 RBIs with a 3-run homer. Tucker, 0 for 3 and a walk. Happ and Kelly Reach, 0 for 4. Pete Crow, 0 for 4. Swanson, 0 for 4. And Matt Shaw, 0 for 1 and 2 walks. But Pete Crow here, 0 for 4. The lineup just really struggled out. So besides that 3-run homer, they just really struggled. But yeah, the Brewers are up 2-0. Cubs are down 2-0 in this series. Going back to Wrigley, I could see the series ending there. Maybe even a sweep. But yeah, as for Milwaukee, they had 11 hits, 7 runs, 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth. No errors. Milwaukee, Chicago, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 error. They scored 3 in the first. They did nothing else after that. Let's go with the scoring summary. Top of the first, Suzuki hits a 3-run homer. But then the bottom of the first, Vaughn hits a 3-run homer to tie it up. Bottom of the third, Contreras with a slow homer to take the lead. And then Churio with a 3-run homer to make it 7-3, which ended up being your final. And the Brewers win 7-3, take a 2-0 lead. The Brewers are just by far the better team. Even no matter who got out of Cubs, Padres, I thought the Brewers were going to win, especially playing the Cubs. The Cubs, they've been up and down most of this season. They were really good, but then after that, they've just been an up and down team. And they've scored 3 runs or fewer in like 13 straight playoff games. And you can't win doing that, especially against the number 1 seed and one of the best teams in baseball this year, Milwaukee. But Game 3, Wednesday, 7:08 Eastern, or 5:08 Eastern. It'll be Quinn Priester against Jameson Taillon. We'll see what happens there. Jameson Taillon's been, I guess, their best pitcher, and Quinn Priester's a really good, solid starter. So we'll see what happens there. Could be in this series. If it isn't, Thursday there will be a Game 4. But yeah, that's all I'll say. Leave a like, come around for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. And have a good night.